Hi, my name's James and I'm a Solutions Success Manager for MSP Lab. We are the IT authority for independent schools. Today we're going to take you through 7 key steps for things you can do this summer to get ahead of the game and plan a smooth start to the new academic year. Step 1's all about reviewing your current environment. September is a busy time of year, so we use the summer to get ahead of the game. What can we be thinking about now that will give us the smoothest possible start? It's the perfect chance to look at the devices and understand, are they still effective? Look at the age, the performance, the quality and the reliability of those devices and ensure that they will deliver outstanding teaching and learning. Take time to look at your core systems. Are they up to date, appropriately patched, and is everything set and ready for the new academic year? Review your technical infrastructure. Is there anything that could be removed? Have you got redundant equipment that could be recycled and cleared out so that your technical teams can support you as easily as possible and technical complexity is reduced wherever possible? Reviewing your IT environment is about understanding the current position. Does your infrastructure and your technical estate match your strategic objectives for your school going forward? Is there anything you can do now that gets you ahead of the game come September? Step 2 is all about your network. It's the part of your infrastructure that nobody sees. It's the wired and wireless infrastructure that ensures your devices and your users have a positive experience in and out of the classroom. So is the Wi-Fi reliable? Can you access internet content reliably, quickly, and without any safeguarding issues or cyber concerns right across your campus, and indeed from home if you have a requirement to cover that? Is there anything from a networking perspective that you can do over the summer to help with development projects for the next academic year? If areas of the campus are being updated or refreshed, is there anything we can do over the holidays to get ahead of the game and make sure those projects run smoothly? It's worth taking the time over the summer holidays to check the current support status of your firewall, your network switching and your access points to make sure that all of those systems are ready and available right the way through the next academic year and beyond. Step 3 is all about cyber and safeguarding, the 2 requirements that we must adhere to make sure that our users have a safe and positive experience in school. Key areas that you should consider are multi-factor authentication on all systems that support it, and ensuring that all of your systems are as secure as they can possibly be. Consider your password policies and your identification controls. What can you do from an identity perspective to keep hackers out and ensure that you're notified should anything look unusual and the IT team can dive in and take appropriate action? Take a look at your firewall, your endpoint protection, and all of your email security platforms. All of your external facing systems are a potential threat vector. Consider how you can secure those and keep them available for use. Take a look at your backups. Now is the perfect time to go through and test your backups, not just whether they can be restored, but what does that look like in a disaster scenario? Can you guarantee that the data is there and you can go back to it if you need it? Why not run a vulnerability assessment over the summer holidays? Now is the perfect time to actually have a report on your network infrastructure to understand where any gaps might exist and what you can do and put in place to resolve those. We would always consider working towards Cyber Essentials or even Cyber Essentials Plus. Most schools that we're working with now have this on their radar and have a short or medium term plan to meet that within the next academic year. AI is on everybody's radar. Step 4 talks about what we can do to review AI usage in our environments and ensure that appropriate governance is in place. The first thing to consider is what your AI policy dictates. Do we have a solid, robust policy that explains to our users what acceptable use looks like and which platforms are allowed for day-to-day use? Where you're deploying AI, a DPIA must be conducted. You must understand how that organization is going to use your data and whether they will be training their own systems on it. Consider your staff guidance and appropriate use policies. Ideally, there should be time given over during September inset to actually explain those to people and check understanding. We recommend regular training on AI usage, not just from a latest and greatest and exploring all the new fantastic tools and possibilities, but ensuring that things like compliance and data governance are baked into the decisions that surround deploying AI in your schools. Shadow AI usage in schools is a real risk. Consider licensing and procurement of appropriate services that are approved at school level so that staff and pupils can use AI safely and securely without falling foul of data governance issues. Step 5 is all about the cleanup. Let's make sure that all of your user accounts are removed for staff leavers and for pupil leavers, that your academic rollover goes smoothly, and let's introduce automation where we possibly can to keep those users and those groups in sync throughout the academic year. Now is the perfect time to check your class groups. Let's focus on what we can do to ensure a really positive experience at the start of term and that new pupils joining the school have a really slick entry point into their academic career. We also need to consider administrative access. If you've had any IT staff join or leave recently, you probably do have some changes that need to be made to ensure IT staff have appropriate administrative access. Also consider what you can do to secure those accounts and provide yourself with a set of break glass accounts that could be used if the worst happens and IT aren't available. In step 6, we talk about the software licensing and the platform usage within our schools. It's important we understand which platforms and applications are delivering value in our schools. Think of applications as employees. Unless they're earning their keep and paying their way, they shouldn't be there. Take time to review the list of applications in use in your school. There are methods to be able to report on these, and it's good to have clear visibility over application use right across your staff and your pupils to ensure that the applications are approved, safe, secure, and reliable. It's also worth considering what we could do to ensure the best use of the applications that we buy. Could we run additional training, or is there extra support available for our pupils and our staff to ensure they're getting the most out of the software titles we use? We can use the summer to review authentication mechanisms to ensure that with an additional number of applications coming into our schools, we're able to simplify authentication and reduce the amount of credentials that our users have to remember. Finally, in step 7, it's all about business continuity and disaster recovery plans. An untested plan isn't a plan at all. Take the time over the summer to actually test your recovery plans. Run a simulation. The NCSC has a fantastic exercise in a box that's freely downloadable from their website and will give you the chance to explore what a disaster could look like in your environment and a chance to test your recovery plans to make sure they're effective if the worst happens. Try running different scenarios in your testing. Remove a key member of staff, perhaps they're on holiday or otherwise unavailable. What does your response to a disaster look like when key members of your team are not reachable? Also bear in mind that not every disaster is a cyber issue. Sometimes it can be unavailability of cloud services. Over the recent years, there have been a number of high-profile outages that have affected the cloud providers. How does your school maintain a safe, operational environment when those services are not available? So there you have it, 7 steps for things that you can do this summer to ensure a smooth start to the new academic year. If anything that I've talked about has piqued your interest, please do reach out, book a call with one of our consultants and we'd be happy to help. Thanks very much for watching.